Okay, next is subtangent and subnormal. Okay na. Now for parabola only properties and subtangent subnormal is remaining. Okay, so subtangent and subnormal. Okay, subtangent and subnormal for the parabola y square equals to 4ax. Okay, now actually x axis, this one is y axis. Suppose this is the parabola y square equals to 4ax. Okay, now if you draw the tangent and normal at any point, first draw tangent and normal at any point P. Suppose this is the tangent at P and this is the normal at P. Okay, I am drawing tangent at P and normal at P. Let this point of intersection is Q, this one is R, and foot of perpendicular from P on x axis is suppose S. Okay, this S is not focus, this is foot of perpendicular from point P. Okay, now equation of tangent is yt equals to x plus at square. Okay na, equation of tangent. And equation of normal is y equals to minus tx plus 2at plus a t cube. Okay, equation of tangent at point P. P is any general point at square comma 2at, so parameter is t. Okay, so what we are doing, we are drawing the tangent at P and normal at P. Now actually here we have four terms: length of tangent, length of subtangent, length of normal and length of subnormal. So this length PQ, this PQ is known as length of tangent. Okay, and this is length of normal. Here what you want, subtangent and subnormal. Actually projection of this PQ part on x axis, it means QS. This QS is known as subtangent and this RS is known as subnormal. Okay, here QS is the, this one is subtangent. Okay na, projection of this tangent on x axis, and RS, this one, this is the normal na, this RS is known as subnormal. Okay, now suppose if you want length of subtangent and subnormal, then to find the length of subtangent QS, we want coordinate of Q and coordinate of S. Okay, and to find the length of subnormal, it means RS, we want coordinate of these two, then we can find the length x2 minus x1 like this one. Okay, now can you find Q? Actually Q lies on x axis and also on tangent. Okay, if lies on x axis, then y coordinate is 0, so y coordinate is 0. Now put y coordinate 0 in tangent, because Q also lies on tangent now. So if you put y equals to 0, x equals to minus at square. So now we have coordinate of Q, that is minus at square comma 0. Okay, now coordinate of R. Again this point lies on normal and also lies on x axis, so put y equals to 0. If you put y equals to 0 in this one, then value of x is tx at this side divided with t, you will get 2a plus at square, 2a plus at square comma 0. Okay, this is the coordinate of R. Now can you find the coordinate of S? Actually easily. This is the foot of perpendicular from P. Can I say that x coordinate is same for both? Because actually coordinate of P is x comma y. So x is same for both na, x distance is same for both. Okay, so x coordinate of P is at square, then x coordinate of S is at square. okay, comma 0, because lies on x-axis, so obviously y coordinate is 0. Now subtangent qs is equals to, this length is equals to this one plus this one, or you can say that at square minus at square, what we are getting, 2at square. Actually this length is at square na, x coordinate, and this is coordinate is minus at square, then this length is plus at square, 0 minus at square, so we are getting 2at square. Okay, so length of subtangent is 2at square. It means twice of at square, where at square is x coordinate of this point P. Okay, this is the length of tangent for the point, subtangent for the point P. Okay, and subnormal RS. Now subnormal is this x minus this x, 2a plus at square minus at square is 2a, and 2a is the semi lattice rectum. Okay, it means subnormal is constant, this doesn't depend on t na, t is a variable, this length depend on t, so if point changes, length of subtangent changes, but length of subnormal is 2a, and this doesn't, it is not depending on t na. Okay, so length of subnormal is always constant, that is equals to semi lattice rectum. Okay, so subtangent and subnormal is clear na, this part is known as subtangent, this one is subnormal. Okay, can I write down? Next, properties of parabola. Okay, last part of the parabola is properties. Now first property, and this is true for all parabola. Suppose if you have any general parabola, and this is the axis of parabola, if you draw the tangent at any point for a parabola, suppose this is the tangent at any point P on this parabola. Okay, then the line segment joining point of intersection of tangent with x-axis and foot of perpendicular from P on axis of parabola is bisected by this vertex. Okay, line segment joining the point of intersection of tangent with axis of parabola and foot of perpendicular from P on axis. This R is foot of perpendicular from P. Okay, this line segment is bisected by the vertex, it means this length is equals to this one. Can I prove this one? Okay, but actually I can prove for standard parabola y square equals to 4ax, because to prove this one I want this length and this length, for that we have to find the coordinate of this one. To find the coordinate of this one, you want equation of this line and equation of this line. Okay, so I have to take standard parabola na, because for standard parabola we have equation of axis and also we have equation of tangent. Okay, so see, but this is true for all standard or general parabola. Suppose this is the parabola y square equals to 4ax, and this is any point P with parameter t, it means point is at square comma 2at. Now draw the tangent at P. Okay, now equation of tangent is yt equals to x plus at square. Okay, now this is the point of Q, point of intersection of tangent and axis. Can you find Q? Obviously this lies on x axis. Now put y equals to 0, what you will get, minus at square comma 0. Now foot of perpendicular from P on axis, this is the R na, foot of perpendicular, then x coordinate is at square. Okay na. Now this length, this is the vertex O, this length OR is at square. and this length OQ is 0 minus minus AT square, again AT square. So OR is equals to OQ. Okay. Okay. Property number 2. Portion of the tangent, and remember these all property. Actually, one thing, I will not take any equation at this time. I am not taking any equation based on property, because maximum time you will get directly questions based on these property. Okay na? So portion of tangent between point of contact and directrix subtend right angle at vertex, at focus. Okay, second property is portion of tangent between point of contact and directrix always subtend right angle at focus. This is also true for all parabola. Okay, general or standard doesn't matter. Standard parabola, it means axis and axis are either x axis or y axis. If axis of parabola are not parallel to x or y axis, then that parabola is known as general parabola. Okay, no problem. So portion of the tangent between point of contact and directrix subtend the right angle at focus. Okay, how can I say? Again, see. Suppose this is the parabola, y square equals to 4ax, x axis, this one is y axis, and this is the directrix. Equation of directrix for the parabola y square equals to 4ax is x equals to minus a. Distance of vertex from directrix and from focus both will be same. Okay, as focus is a comma 0. Now what is the property? That portion of the tangent between point of contact and directrix, portion of any tangent. Okay na, this is true for all tangent. Now suppose I am drawing any tangent at point P. So suppose this is the tangent at P whose parameter is t. Okay. Now portion of the tangent, portion of this tangent between point of contact and directrix. So this is the portion of tangent na between point of contact and directrix. This is the directrix, this is the point of contact. Suppose this is Q. Okay. Now with respect to this property, portion of tangent between point of contact and directrix subtend right angle at focus. It means angle subtended by this PQ on this focus is always equals to 90 degree. This is the angle subtended by PQ on S na. So this angle is 90 degree. Okay. How can I prove this angle is 90? Simple. It means these two are perpendicular. Find the slope of this line segment and slope of this line. If m1, m2 equals to minus 1, then these are perpendicular, then angle is 90 degree. Okay. Now to find the slope of PS and QS, what we want? We want coordinate of these points. We have already coordinate of S and P. Now we want coordinate of Q. See, coordinate of Q. X coordinate, this Q lies on this line x equals to minus a na. So x coordinate is minus a. Now you want y coordinate. Okay. To get y coordinate, put the value of x in the equation of this tangent. Equation of tangent is yt equals to x plus at square. Okay. So x coordinate is minus a, put minus a. What we are getting? At square minus a by t. Value of y is at square minus a by t. Okay. So this is the coordinate of Q. Now definitely if you find the slope of QS and slope of PS, then you will get product equals to -1. Okay, so okay, just find out slope of PS, M means slope, into slope of QS. M1 M2 equals to -1 is the condition of perpendicular lines now. Okay, slope of PS is y2 minus y1. Here P is T, it means 80 square comma 280. Okay na, general point. So y2 minus y1 280 by x2 minus x1, 80 square minus a. This is the slope of PS, and slope of QS is y2 minus y1 80 square minus a by t, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, x2 minus x1, this one minus this one, what we are getting, minus 2a. So if you write na t in denominator, minus 280, 280, 280 cancel out, 80 square minus a, 80 square minus a cancel out, what you will get, -1. So if m1 m2 equals to -1, it means these are perpendicular, it means angle is 90 degree. Okay, this is the second property. So remember, portion of the tangent between point of contact and directrix always subtend right angle at focus. Okay, can I rough? Property number 3rd. Third property is foot of perpendicular from focus probed on any tangent always lies on tangent at vertex. Okay, foot of perpendicular from focus probed on any tangent always lies on tangent at vertex. Meaning of this one, see, actually suppose this is the parabola y square equals to 4ax. Okay, if you drop the foot of perpendicular from focus to any tangent, okay, suppose this is the focus as a comma 0, and this is any tangent at point P, 80 square comma 280, central point na. Okay, so from this property, foot of perpendicular from focus to any tangent, if you drop the perpendicular from this point on this line, okay, then this foot of perpendicular, that foot of perpendicular always lies on tangent at vertex. Okay na, this is the tangent at vertex na, vertex, and this is the tangent at vertex. So if you drop the foot of perpendicular from focus on this line, then that foot of perpendicular lies at this point, because with respect to this line only this is the point which lies on tangent at vertex. Okay, it is written na, foot of perpendicular from focus on any tangent always lies on tangent at vertex. So this foot of perpendicular lies on this one. Okay, can I prove? Easily. Actually, to prove this one, just find the foot of perpendicular from S on this line. To find the foot of perpendicular from any point to a line, what we want, only two things, that point and equation of the line, and both we have. Okay, so equation of tangent, yt equals to x plus at square, right? Complete terms at the side or this one at the side. What we are getting? X minus yt plus at square equals to 0. This is the line, and what we want? We want foot of perpendicular. So formula of foot of perpendicular is foot of perpendicular from a comma 0, okay, on line. Use the formula. Formula is x minus x1 by a. X minus x1 by a. A is the coefficient of x1 equals to y minus y1 by b. B is coefficient of y, that is minus t, okay, equals to minus. Put the point in the equation. If you put this point in this equation, what you will get? A, y is 0 plus at square by a square plus b square. A square coefficient of x 1 plus b square coefficient of y is b minus t square is t square, okay. So what we are getting? We are getting x minus a equals to y by minus t equals to, if you take common a, 1 plus t square cancel out, what you will get? Minus a. This one equals to this one. We want value of x and y, na? Formula of foot of perpendicular. If you solve these two, minus I cancel out, x equals to 0, and if you solve these two, y equals to 80, okay. So point is, we are getting point is 0 comma 80, okay. Now obviously one thing, if you change the point p, then tangent changes, okay, but value of t changes, na? This 0 remains here. Actually x coordinate of this foot of perpendicular is fixed, that is 0. It doesn't depend on t, na? Okay, if you change the value of t, it means point, then y coordinate changes, but x coordinate remains same, okay. If x coordinate is 0, can I say that this foot of perpendicular always lies on y axis? So this is the point foot of perpendicular, always lies on y axis, now, because we are getting x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is not fixed because t is variable, but x coordinate is fixed, okay. So remember, so property number 3 is foot of perpendicular from focus to tangent always lies on tangent at vertex. So any tangent always lies on tangent at vertex, okay. Property number 2 is portion of the tangent between point of contact and directrix subtend right angle at focus, okay. Last property, after that we will start the ellipse, is the reflection property, that is also important. Fourth one, reflection property, okay. Mainly you will get the questions in advance based on properties. In mains you will get directly questions based on these properties, okay. Reflection property. Now what is the reflection property? Actually he is saying that if there is any ray, if there is any incident ray passing through focus, if there is an incident ray passing through focus, then always reflected ray become parallel to the axis of this parabola, okay. So first can I write the property, okay, then I will explain. Incident ray passing through focus, okay, first can I erase this? Passing through focus after getting reflection, okay, or after getting reflected from surface of the parabola becomes parallel to the axis of parabola. Okay, incident ray passing through focus after getting reflected from the surface of the parabola become parallel to the axis of parabola. It means like this one, see. Incident ray passing through focus, suppose this is the focus a comma 0. So any incident ray passing through focus, this is the incident ray. Okay, incident ray passing through focus after getting reflected from the surface of parabola. This is the surface of parabola na. After getting reflected from the surface of parabola becomes parallel to the axis. Okay, it means if this is the incident ray, if incident ray passing through focus, then reflected ray become parallel to the axis of parabola. Okay, then this one is reflected ray. Okay, this is the reflection property. If this is incident ray, then this one is reflected ray. It means reflected ray is parallel to x axis. This is the property when incident ray is passing through focus. Okay na, a comma 0. And also in another way you can say that if there is an incident ray parallel to axis, then reflected ray is always passes through focus. Okay, like this one. Now how can I prove this one? See, now actually if I use the property of incident and reflected ray, now see, if this one is incident ray and this one is reflected ray, if this one is incident and this one is reflected ray, then what we can say? We can say that this angle is equals to this one, this angle is equals to this one. So similarly also I can use now, if I prove that this angle is equals to this one, then I can say that if one ray is incident, then other will be reflected ray. Simple. Actually if one is incident and other is reflected ray, then we can say that these two angles are equal. Angle of incident and reflection is same na. Okay, if these two angles are equal, so again in another way I can say that if these two angles are equal, then if one is incident ray, then other will be reflected ray. Okay, so I will use this one. Now see, here incident and reflected. Now this is the curvature part, so we have to draw a line na. So actually this line is the tangent. Okay na, tangent at this point. Okay, tangent at this point. Now can I say that this is the tangent? Okay na, so this is like incident and reflected from this line, same thing. Okay, or curve or from this line. Now I have to prove that this angle is equals to this one. If I can prove that this angle is equals to this one, then you can say that okay, if this is the incident ray, then this one is reflected ray. Simple thing. Okay, so suppose this angle is theta 1 and this one is theta 2. Now I have to prove that theta 1 is equals to theta 2. Okay, now see, if I extend this reflected ray at this side, suppose this is the x equals to minus a directrix. Okay, no problem. Now can I say that, see, one line and second line opposite angle na, so this angle is also theta 1. Obviously two lines na, opposite angle are same. Okay, this angle is theta 1 and again see, alternate angle, then this is also theta 1. This is P, suppose this is Q and this is S. Okay, now can you find the distance PS? 1 minute, we have to prove that theta 1 is equals to theta 2. Okay, we have to prove that theta 1 is equals to theta 2 and this angle is theta 2 and this one is theta 1. If these two angles will be same, when this length is equals to this one, if opposite sides are same in a triangle, then angles are also same na. Okay, so I am taking this triangle, in triangle PQS, Can you find the PS? Actually PS is focal length. P is any point 80 square comma 280. Okay. Now this is the line parallel to x axis now. So can I say that this is the perpendicular distance, okay, of P from the directrix. Why I am using this one? Because we have one relation, PS, focal length. PS, it means distance of point from focus. Focal length of parabola is equals to PM. This is the definition of parabola. PS equals to PM. PS is distance of any point from focus and PM is distance of point from directrix. Okay, so PM, and that is equals to focal length is, if you are not writing this one then also I have no problem, okay, because we have formula of focal length. Formula of focal length is A plus x1. Focal length of any point x1 comma y1 is A plus x1. Okay, so similarly you can write A is A plus x1. X coordinate is 80 square. Okay, if you are not using this one then we have to use the formula. If you are using this one then I have no problem, directly I can prove. See, PS is equals to PM na, it means this one. This distance is x equals to minus A, x equals to 0. This one is A, and this point is 80 square comma 280. X is 80 square, y is 280. So this one is 80 square. 80 square and A, total is 80 square plus A plus 80 square. Okay, now I want distance QS. Okay, equation of tangent is yt equals to x plus 80 square. Now can you find the coordinate of Q? Easily, Q lies on tangent and on x axis, so put y equals to 0, then x is minus 80 square. Now can you find the QS? This x minus this x. A minus x coordinate of Q is minus 80 square. What we are getting? A plus 80 square. It means PS is equals to QS. If PS is equals to QS, then theta 1 is equals to theta. If these two sides are same, then opposite angles are also same na. So theta 1 equals to theta. Okay, now this angle is equals to this one and this is equals to this one, alternate angle, and this angle is equals to this one. Okay, it means theta 2 equals to theta 1. If these two angle are same, then I can say that if one is incident ray, then other will be reflected ray. Okay, so simple na. And also it means actually na, if you are not remembering this one, then remember one thing, tangent, this is the tangent na, tangent bisect the angle between PS and PM. Tangent bisect the angle between PS and PM. See na, this is the PS and this is the PM and this is tangent. Theta 1 equals to theta 2. This is tangent PS and PM. Okay, so tangent bisect the angle between PS and PM because both are same na, theta 1 equals to theta 2. Okay, and similarly also you have to remember for normal. Okay, actually na, if this is the tangent, then at this point a line which is perpendicular to tangent is known as normal. Okay, now see, this total angle is 90, this angle is equals to this one is 90 and this one is also 90, then these two must be same. Okay, so these two angles are also same. At the end simply you have to remember one thing, tangent and normal both bisect the angle between PS and PM, where P is any point, S is focus, and PM is line joining point to perpendicular, foot of perpendicular on directrix. Okay, so at the end what we have to remember? Just remember only one thing, that tangent and normal bisect the angle between PS and PM. Okay, write down Okay, now so reflection property, just remember only one thing. Okay, tangent and normal both bisect the angle between PS and PM. PS is the line joining any point, general point P to focus, and PM is the line joining P to photo perpendicular from point P on directrix. Okay. Okay, so parabola, theory of parabola is over. Now ellipse. For ellipse, equation of normal, and after that again properties. Now normal to the ellipse. Okay, today we will take only theory, tomorrow we will take questions. Normal to the ellipse. Now we want equation of normal to the ellipse. Okay, before equation of normal, if I repeat the some points, equation of ellipse is x square by a square plus y square by b square equals to 1. Okay, if a is greater than b, then this is the ellipse. If a is greater than b, and if a is less than b, then this type of ellipse. If a is less than b. Okay, and formula of E is root 1 minus b square by a square, where E is eccentricity. We have relation between a, b and E, that is b square equals to a square into 1 minus e square, and also we have another relation, a square minus b square is equals to a square e square. We have to remember now, from this one we are getting a square e square, b square at this side, a square minus b square equals to a square e square. Okay, any point on this ellipse is a cos theta comma b sin theta. This is the general point of this ellipse, where theta is parameter. Like in a parabola we have 80 square comma 280 na, so similarly on ellipse we have a cos theta comma b sin theta. Okay, a cos theta comma b sin theta is any point on this ellipse, because actually for all value of theta this point always satisfy this one. If you put x as a cos theta, y as b sin theta, a square cancel out, cos square plus sin square equals to 1. Okay, any point. Okay, next thing is equation of tangent. Okay, equation of tangent is, if any point is given x1 comma y1, okay, on the ellipse, then use t equals to 0. Next, parametric form of tangent, equation of tangent in parametric form, it means use t equals to 0, but point is a cos theta comma b sin theta. It means replace x1 with a cos theta, y1 with b sin theta. Then what you will get, x by a cos theta plus y by b sin theta. Anytime if you can forget na, equals to 1, then also easily you can find. See, equation of tangent is t equals to 0. Okay, t equals to 0, at the place of x square what we have to put, x1. Now for parametric form use this point, so x1. Now x1 is a cos theta. If you put a cos theta, 1a will be cancel out, a cos theta by a square na, so 1a cancel out, so x by a cos theta plus at the place of y square y1 is b sin theta, 1b cancel out, then b equals to 1, x by a cos theta plus y by b sin theta equals to 1. And in slope form is, in slope form, y equals to mx plus minus root a square m square minus b square. Okay, y equals to mx plus minus root a square m square plus b square na. Okay, check plus b square or minus b square, maybe plus b square. Okay, so we have equation of the tangent in Cartesian form t equals to 0, in parametric form, and this is in slope form. Okay, now we want equation of normal. क्या बन गया ये? Okay, so suppose, okay, suppose this is the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equals to 1. Okay, and you want equation of normal at any point. Suppose this is any point P whose parameter is theta. If parameter of P is theta, it means P is a cos theta comma b sin theta. This is the coordinate of P, and we want equation of normal. Then again normal is same thing. To draw the normal at any point, first we have to draw the tangent. Now draw a line which is perpendicular to this tangent and passing through the point. Now this is the normal. Okay, do you have the what you want? Now we want equation of normal. Okay, no problem. See, this point P is in terms of theta, and also if you want, then you can write point in terms of x1 comma y1. So or P x1 comma y1, either in parametric form and this is in Cartesian form. Okay, so we want equation of this normal. This is the normal at P. Normal at P. Okay, so how can we find? Simple. Can I use equation of tangent? Equation of tangent is x by a cos theta plus y by b sin theta equals to 1. This line is perpendicular to this one, na? Okay, if any line you have ax plus by plus c equals to 0, and if you want a line which is perpendicular to this one, then bx minus ay plus k equals to 0. Okay, bx minus ay plus k equals to 0, because here we are using only one thing, na, m1 m2 equals to minus 1, so I can use this equation, na. Okay, so this is the equation of tangent. Then equation of normal is bx, b coefficient of y is sin theta by b, sin theta by bx, bx minus ay, a coefficient of x is cos theta by a, y equals to c or k. Okay, suppose c. At this time we didn't know the value of c, na. Now we want value of c anyhow. Okay, how to find the value of c? To find the any one value, we want one relation. Actually we have, na, this point P lies on this normal. Okay, point P lies on this normal, na. So put point P. Put point P, a cos theta comma b sin theta. If you put this point, then you will get value of c. Okay, then what you will get value of c is, if you put this point x equals to a cos theta. Okay, what we are getting? A cos theta, then a by b sin theta cos theta, a by b sin theta cos theta, and y is b sin theta, then minus b by a cos theta sin theta. This is the value of c. Okay, now equation become, now we are getting value of c, na, sin theta by b x, or can I write x by b sin theta minus y by a cos theta, and value of c is, take common sin theta cos theta, then you will get a by b minus b by a. Okay, now if you take LCM AB, then here you will get a square minus b square and multiply with AB. Okay, if you take LCM AB, then multiply AB at this side. If you multiply with AB, b cancel out, what you will get? Ax, and here multiply with AB, a cancel out, what you will get? By, and here what we have? A square minus b square, and also divide with sin theta cos theta. If you divide with sin theta cos theta, sin cancel out by cos theta. Cos theta in numerator become sec theta, ax sec theta. Divide with sin theta cos theta, cos cancel out, sin in numerator become cosec theta. Okay, so ax sec theta minus by cosec theta, and here what we have? A square minus b square. So equation of normal is ax sec theta minus by cosec theta equals to a square minus b square, or a square e square, because this is the value of a square minus b square. Okay, you can use anything out of these two. This is the equation of normal, remember. Okay, now if you want equation of normal in xy form, x1 y1 form, in x1 y1 form, if you want equation of normal in x1 y1 form, then simple. Actually here x1 is equals to a cos theta and y1 is equals to b sin theta, because we are putting point a cos theta comma b sin theta na. So if you want to use p as x1 comma y1, then a cos theta is equals to x1 and b sin theta is equals to y1. Okay, so see, a cos theta is equals to x1 na. So if I multiply with a, then a square x, then in denominator what we have, a. I am multiplying with a in numerator and denominator, so this become a square x. Okay, a cos theta in denominator become, sorry, sec theta in denominator become cos theta. So now what we have, a cos theta. A cos theta can be written as x1. Similarly, multiply with b in numerator and denominator, then here what you will get, you will get b square y. In denominator b, cosec in denominator becomes sin, b sin theta. B sin theta can be written as y1. Okay, so a square x by x1 minus b square y by y1 equals to a square minus b square or a square e square. You can use anything out of these two. Okay, so actually there is no need to remember this one, only remember this one is equation of normal. Okay, so equation of normal to the hyperbola, sorry, ellipse in parametric form is ax sec theta minus by cosec theta equal to a square minus b square. Okay, write down. Okay, equation of normal is ax sec theta minus by cosec theta equals to a square minus b square, and remember a square minus b square is equals to a square e square. Now suppose if you want to find that how many maximum normal can pass through a given point for the ellipse. Okay, so normal through h comma k. Okay. Now equation of normal is x by a sec theta minus y by b cosec theta equals to a square e square. Now we want that how many normal can pass through h comma k. So put h comma k. If you put h comma k, then what we are getting, h by a sec theta minus k by b cosec theta equals to a square e square. Now in this complete equation, if you have what is the unknown value or what is the variable, hk given point, so known, ab from the equation of the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square, so constant. Eccentricity for a particular ellipse is also constant, so there is only one variable, that is theta. Okay, now if you are getting one value of theta, then we have one possible normal passing through h comma k. If you are getting two value of theta, then you have two normal passing through h comma k. If you are getting three value of theta, then we have three normal. So how to identify that how many value of theta we have? Okay, and remember that only for one interval, it means 0 to 2 pi. So that is simple. For any equation, now suppose there is a equation x square plus 2x plus 3, then quadratic equation in x, so I can say that maximum you will get 2 value of x. If 3 degree equation, then maximum you will get 3 value of x. Okay, so here we have to write this one in terms of power of a variable. Can you decide the degree of this equation at this time? Actually no, because this is sec theta, this is cosec theta. Either first convert both in terms of same type of trigonometric function, then I can write the. Okay, so how to convert? Actually we can convert sine and cos both in terms of tan na. So first I am writing h by a cos theta minus k by b sine theta equals to a square e square. I can write cos theta and sine theta both in terms of tan theta by 2, and suppose tan theta by 2 is t. Okay na, cos theta is 1 minus tan square theta by 2 by 1 plus tan square theta by 2. So if you write h by a, cos theta is 1 minus tan square theta by 2, tan theta by 2 is t, by 1 plus tan square theta by 2, so 1 plus t square. Okay, I am putting the formula of cos theta and sin theta. K by b, sin theta is 2 tan theta by 2, that is t, by 1 plus tan square theta by 2, 1 plus t square. Okay, equals to a square e square. Take LCM. If you take LCM AB into this one, then here you will get b into h, 2t into this one na, 2t plus 2t cube. Okay, where t is equals to tan theta by 2, tan theta by 2 is equals to t. Okay, this one at this side minus ak into 1 minus t power 4, 1 minus t square into 1 plus t square is 1 minus t power 4, a square e square. This one at this side, sorry, this is not the equation of normal. Equation of normal is ax sec theta minus by cosec theta, 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 a and b here, then ah and bk. Oh sorry, then multiply this one at this side, what we are getting, 2t minus 2t cube. Okay, now write the term minus bk t power 4, bk t power 4. Okay, after that terms of t cube plus t cube, from this one what you are getting, 2ah, and from this one plus 2a square e square. Now terms of t square, there is no terms of t square. Now terms of t, in this one 2ah, and from this one minus 2a square e square. Now constant term plus bk equals to 0. So degree of this equation is 4 degree. 4 degree equation where t is tan theta by 2. Okay, four degree equation. So 4 root. So how many root we have? 4. Okay, so if you have 4 root, then either maximum you can draw 4 normal na. Okay, because it is possible here we have root, number of root is equals to 4, but it is also possible that we have only 2 real root and 2 imaginary root. Okay, so in that case you will get only 2 normal. Okay na, so maximum 4 normal can pass through a given point. Okay, tomorrow we will take questions